Hello everyone watching. This is the GT1 World Series Round 6, 12 hours of Aston Historic. Unfortunately, we haven't had any of our normal commentators become available, so you will be just listening to race control for the duration of the race, unless, well, if we do get a commentator show up. The hope that you get the nice, unique look, and you'll get to listen to race control until we do have commentators show up. While we wait to start the pace lap and everything, we'll let you look at the points. This is the sixth round of the sixth round campaign for GT1 World Series 2013. 12 hours Aston Historic. We've had a pretty challenging season so far. The biggest event, the 24 hours of Kyoto Grand Prix Long, which took place back in the beginning of February. This race, being 12 hours, is worth 1.5 points. NX Racing leads the championship by officially 49 points, but after qualifying with Genuine Racing, who was 50 points behind, taking pole, they get those 2 bonus points automatically, unless they get disqualified. So right now we can consider NX to have a 48-point lead. If NX finishes 13th or better, they clinch the championship. Genuine Racing or Team Virus have to win, and NX has to finish 14th or worse to take over the championship. Race will start after one formation lap and double file start. Thomas, if
Yep.
I don't know if you saw yet, where the track turns off there on the main straight, about halfway between turn one and the pit end or and the pit exit. There's some Armco placed, and there's a little cubby made. Go ahead and park your car there, since you're
Okay then.
closer to the one of the biggest gravel tracks. Safety car ready. Safety car boards and flags for pace lap. Safety car boards and flags for formation. Stu, which side did you spawn on?
Left side.
Okay. You should see the cubby just up there to your right, Thomas. I see car 78's disconnect.
Rescue car in the cubby.
Understood. For anyone watching the stream at this moment, because of how busy the admins usually get on the first couple laps, the most of the race, the cameras are in automatic. Safety car in lap in the safety car hold pit lane speed. Safety car hold pit lane speed. Green flag, green flag. Pit exit open, pit exit open. Oh, car 74 off in chicane, or in Eau Rouge. But he's got a bus hook now. Pretty hard in.
Be right back in 2 seconds, Jonathan.
Yeah, 74's got a fair amount of damage to his rear left.
as well.
You. Ooh, crash exiting final chicane with 56.69. Kind of amazed that no one ran off into the beach at turn 1, Stu.
Yeah, it seemed very careful.
Ooh, 67. Raleigh just had a big lag. Close battle between Rex and Dalek. Rex up the inside, late break. They're getting around the XRR. And Rex for the Steak Breeding Program Amateur car. Up to 17. Incident between Aurelius and Rex at turn 8. Folks. Sorry, folks, we've had a bit of an NSIM issue on our streaming computer. Just take me just a minute to get that sorted out. Okay, Tommy Ostgaard is about. I've pulled him from somewhere, so once he gets set up, I'll let him do some commentary. Strategy have off exiting the show.
Hello everyone, my name is Tommy Ostgaard and I'll seem to be your commentator for at least some part of the race today. I apologize for not having any commentators here until now, but we hope we'll have someone for the rest of the race. Currently in the lead is Pickarainen for Team Irish Pro. Still quite close between Pickarainen in first and Elton Chung in second. Elton Chung racing for Team Wires Amateur, so double wires in the lead, ahead of the championship leaders Inex Racing. In third would Matthias Wenchar, who just made a mistake a little while ago, letting Wires through into second place. Guess closest racing on track at the moment is for 10th place, Lobato versus Ben Keogh. Ben Keogh racing for Core Racing, the team manager, in fact. So we have 11 hours and 30 minutes to go. Been out for 28 minutes, it seems. So that'll be exciting. Seems like the Team Irish AM car is actually catching up on their pro team, which is going to be interesting. And I apologize for not having a lot more info to tell you about what has happened so far, but yeah, seems it's been a clean start, and except one car putting it in the wall. Can't remember who. Car 74, maybe? Anyway, we'll find out. So, if you have a look at the link on LFS forum, you can find links to the tracker, and you can also follow the race on LFS Remote. You also have a spotter guide made, which you can find in the New Dimension Racing thread on LFS forum as well, in the GT1 World Series category, quite obviously. Made by Stuart Baker. Thanks for that. Makes it a bit easier for all of us. After watching Kevin Loy, who just made a little mistake in the Eau Rouge, and I think I let Bernd Knobs ahead of him. While Back in the league, Pickering is still holding up quite well. I think he's making a better gap now to the Team Myers amateur car behind, who seems to be catched up again by Inex Racing with Matthias Wenjarve. Yeah, Elton Chong lost a second so far in this lap, so Wenjarve is definitely coming closer. Gap is now down to less than a second, I think. We'll see when they cross the line. Pickering with a new fastest lap of 2:18.21. Wenjarve quite close with 2:18.30. Elton Chong 2:19.33, so obviously losing time. I believe he made a mistake last lap. Not quite sure though. While Genuine Racing with Heiderman in 4th is holding on quite well too. I think we have a change in position. Lobero has been passed by Ben Keogh in core, which puts core back into 10th place and 4th place in the amateurs standings in this race. Quite good performance though by the Wires amateur team, all in 2nd place. Holding quite a lead to the next amateur team, which is Sonic Realms Racing, who's back in Live for Speed, so that's nice. One of the good old teams has been racing for ages. It's good to see them back on the track in a league like this. Currently Lehtimaki racing, and he is quite close to with Gunselman behind him. For core Pro team. Seems like they're running very similar lap times, while actually Elton Chong has made the best lap of the race so far with a 2:17.82, pulling a gap then again to Inex Racing in 3rd. Championship leaders. Catched half a second on Pickerainen in the lead. Gap quite small between all the top 3 teams. Currently 5 seconds separating the first 3 teams, which is not bad after half an hour. But still a long time to go. And we have Gunselman just passing Lehtimaki for 6th place. Sorry we missed that. But Gunselman has made it through. Which puts Core Racing Pro Team back up to 6th place. while Lobato, who was just passed by 4 racing some laps ago, is now has to watch out for Defta in car 56. That's A6 Motorsport, who's now catching up, which means we may have a battle for 11th. Maybe Defta can get up to Ben Keel as well. But currently Ben Keel seems to be quicker than both of them. Yeah, so not much going on at the track at the moment. No close battles. We have, yeah, the 3 leaders separated. Yeah, it's quite close, but nothing for a battle yet. Interesting to see once they come. When we're arriving the hour mark, we'll see the first pit stops, and we'll see who's going to try to extend their stints and who's not. And earn you a lot of time, try to go longer, or you can pretty much screw it up by getting a puncture or something. Not quite expecting to see any surprises though, but we'll see. Seems like most of the teams are using the same tire compound, at least. Top 3 running almost similar lap times, while Haterman for Jenin is just losing a little bit of time each lap. Top 4 though is driving XRR cars, while the first FZR is in 5th place. That's Conquest Racing. Currently Adrian Tomczyk in the car for their pro team. Still, top 3 running similar lap times. Seems like that's the thing at the moment. We have no. Whoa! Actually, we have a car going off. That's Sonic Realms Racing. Blackmack now down in 12th. He was sitting in, I think it was 7th, wasn't it? No, yeah, 7th. Now off the track and being passed by even Kapow down in 14th now. Or was it 15th, I think. 15th place. That's a shame for their comeback so far. So not a good start, after all. Could have been good, was looking good. But then you gotta avoid these mistakes early on in the race. It's Kapow following Zarzan, sorry. For, is it 12th, no, 13th place. Can Kapow make a move? It's just not close enough yet. We'll see when it comes to the start-finish line, or even in a couple of corners. Kapow is just not close enough yet to get the slipstream, while Matthias Wenchard is setting the fastest lap of the race, 2:17.75. I think, if I'm not wrong, the pole position time was above 2:17, which is also the world record. If I'm not completely wrong. But yeah, seems like Kapow is just not able to get the drop, just a little bit too far behind still. Sarpsky currently racing for Green Angus Racing, while Kapow is racing for Savage Simsport. Yep, sorry for that little break. We're back. Alright, you just gotta bear with me. Yeah. And we can go back to the Sarska versus Kapal battle. Kapal just still not been able to get through, while Sonic Realms is catching up from behind. Remember, they went off earlier in the race, the last corner. They are trying to come back from that little mistake. Right, so Kapal still not managing to get through, while we have Casper Contio for Team Rock Racing catching up to... who is it? In fact, it's Defta for A6 Motorsport. Casper Contio driving for the team I'm the manager of, Team Rock Racing. Heard they had some problems or something during the start, so they're falling back from the 6th place where they started, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Conchil now quite close to Defta, all over his back. He's going to try to go around the outside now, staying behind. Too hard to pass in that corner for sure. See if he can get the slipstream out of the next corners and up the hill. Corners, it's just to try to stay out of the slipstream to avoid getting the understeer, then try to get as much speed as you can out of this corner, try and get the slipstream car behind, but he's not managed to do it. So yeah, Contian still not able to get the draft onto the straight, and he'll stay behind still for 11th place. And we have a fellow mate here who's joined in the commentary booth, and that's Sean Williams, or yeah, right, Sean?
Hello.
What's up?
I'm a happy guy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Team Myers doing 1-2 at the moment. Seems good.
Very, very good.
So, what's your thoughts on everybody's strategies in this race? Is it going to be... By the way, we have Casper Conti now passing Defta around the outside for 11th place, is it, yeah? quite easy pass for Casper Conto. And yeah, he's through. Nothing dramatic. Yeah, Sean, what's your thought on everybody's strategies? Is it going to be quite the same, you think? Or will we see someone doing something different?
I know of quite a few strategies that could work pretty well here, so I'm not too sure. We'd have to wait for a couple hours in, see what's going on.
Yeah. Any teams you think will try and do something exceptional?
I'm still expecting the next to surprise somebody.
Yeah, currently sitting in P3. Pace seems to be quite close though between the top three.
Kapal now got a run on dub there.
Yeah, finally. Finally has gone through, but Deatheye is gonna try to make a move around on the inside into turn number 1, and he's made it, but can Kapal come back? I don't think so. No, he's too far behind. Or 10th place, that is. So Kapal, being quite stuck behind Dufta, he's not managing to get through. Until now. Here he comes. Round the outside of Dufta. This is where Casper Contio passed him a few laps ago. And they're side by side into the corner. Kapal just trying to brake later on around the outside, but he's not made it. Whew. And he's getting loose, still behind Dufta. But he's getting closer now for every lap. Closer to a pass, that is. But didn't manage it around the outside. So still behind. So Team Wire's amateur team is now actually catching up a little bit on the pro team, but gap still 2.3 seconds. So Sean, will we have any team orders here?
Team orders?
Yeah, let's say the
No.
amateur car catches up the pro team.
We'll just let them drive and sort it out between themselves, really. Just not slow each
Yeah.
other down.
It's still 11 hours to go, so lots of things to happen.
So Kapal in the slipstream at Dubda going into turn 1, just on the entry, you should be able to break it in. Down the inside he goes.
Yeah, finally.
Dubda trying to cut back.
Ooh, and it's
Ooh.
close, it's close. But Kapal just holding off. So far, they're gonna be quite close coming into E Rouge. But I guess they're gonna. No, actually, he's trying. And he's
nice
made it.
move.
Ooh, yeah.
Kapal was smart there, backing out. That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, that was a good.
And behind we
good
got
smart
Latin Maki on Sarska. Oh, Latin Maki goes off. Then Nestras will pass him easily. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, the only FXR car, is it? No, LLM is driving it as well. And Merida Racing Team. So actually we have 3 FXRs.
Oh, Kapal right at the back of Dubda again.
Had a little look Got a little bit sideways at the exit of that corner, losing a little bit of time. It's just wide though in this high speed section. We'll see in the next corner. Not
So
seeing
hard
too
to
many
find in
guys
sector 2.
managing to get the slipstream out of this corner. It's I thought it was a good passing opportunity, but I've been proven wrong so far. Seems hard to get the slipstream out of that long left-hander.
Yeah, because you're holding off so much through the majority of sector 2 that you don't want to get the slipstream because of the understeer. By the time you get to the long left-hander, if you get in any form of slipstream, then you'll just go wide and you'll burn your tyres on the front. So it's just a good idea to try it in the start of the first corner of sector 3 and chicane exit. It's a lot more difficult than it seems.
Yeah. We'll see Kapal, he's now actually coming up and he's gonna pass Dupta easily on the inside, but is Dupta gonna hold on? Squeezing Kapal to the inside. But it's a good move from Kapal, and Dupta gets the slipstream and understeers. He's not gonna be able to come back.
All this battling is allowing the 3 guys behind him to catch up. We could see something here.
Yeah. And we have Lobedo quite close to Benkio as well. We'll have a battle. Maybe a couple of laps.
Well, just coming up to the hour mark, some people are going to make some pit stops. Helnick Racing just behind Saka will go in definitely this lap.
Yeah, the FXR.
LLM making a pit stop.
Yeah, Todoro taking over. So when are you racing today, Sean?
I'm not too sure yet.
We'll wait and see.
Yep. But I mean, with LLM pitting then, that surely can't be an hour's stint because of the outlap would be so slow, about 4 minutes outlap. So, that's short.
Yeah, we'll see. Them probably struggling to reach the hour mark later on in the race. It's good to use the first stint to try to get, at least if you're doing hour mark stints, to try and get as long as you can after the hour mark so you have some gap to the hour mark so you can reach it at the end.
Yeah, and also in case you spin or something like that and ribbing the tyres, you'd want a bit of a buffer zone so you know you can make the hour.
Yeah. Seems like El Chang now has catched up to the Bayer's pro car of Pickerain.
Yeah, Elton's absolutely flying.
Yeah, that's a strong lap, 31-1 split. He may actually be able to get past Pickerain quite soon. But I'm guessing not this lap. We'll see in the pit stops. Yeah, Elton
He's
really
going
flying.
in this lap, Elton.
Elton going in.
And the
And
tyres
so
going
does
in also.
Ooh!
Oh!
And that's a drive-through penalty for Pickerain. Trying to brake as late as possible into the pit. Gets him a drive-through penalty. That's gonna mix things up a little bit.
Well, here's that strategy thing you were talking about.
Yeah. That pit brings Inix Racing in the lead at the moment, introducing in a pit as well. Robin Friskop's just connected to the server, is gonna take over. The Swedish driver. I've been actually had the honor to race Mr. Robin Friskops in real life, as Robin won a go-kart event in Sweden last year actually, which gave him a seat in a real Formula car in Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway. So Robin Friskops was actually racing in real life full season last year, and did quite good. Had a couple of podium positions, best place, second place. So it shows you can go from sim racing and straight into real life racing. Do pretty good.
Yeah, definitely impressive. And he also made the room for some LFS races as well, which is great.
Yeah. We'll see. We've seen Genuine being a bit slower than the top 3 teams, but their tire seems quite nice. Do you think they're gonna try and extend their stint just a little bit more than the other teams?
Well, this is where we'll see strategies come into play. I mean, maybe their pace is a bit slower to start because they had higher fuel. We won't know until whatever lap he comes into pit. But they're looking a bit cold, but he's just been over a straight, so. Yeah, he's carrying on. He could either be going for the hour 8 or the hour 12. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Inex in the pits.
Yeah.
Core also coming in. So it looks like the majority of teams go for the 1 hour stint.
We'll see now though if Pickerain is going to take his drive-through penalty, and he is. We'll see, it's going to be close. No. So now Inex is leaving the pits, and we have Pickerain now taking his drive-through. So he's lost places to, yeah, to Inex, and Lobedo has yet not pitted, I believe. No.
See, this could work for. Oh no, Genuine coming in now. Never mind.
And a drive for penalty for sorry, Barbosa.
Core racing, yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame they were fighting against Lobedo, who's racing for Scuderia Gas Racing Team, but now they'll be quite far ahead then.
So what's your thoughts on all these teams pulling out of the race today? Mainly pro cars.
Well, I don't know why they have pulled out, but if I can speak for myself, because the TRR Pro team pulled out, and I guess that's mainly because, yeah, we didn't really have a team. I was, yeah, planning to race, but it seems like I couldn't. You may wonder why I'm here then, but yeah, I just really don't find it fun as fun as previous years to do LFS anymore. So personally, I'm trying to sell down in R Factor 2 instead. But yeah, I think just everything that has happened in the Live for Speed, like you're doing the same combo, same cars 5 years. I think people are getting tired, but yeah, I don't know really why everyone pulled out the last race.
Okay, so Genuine Racing just completing their pit stop. And that bumps him up to 3rd place with Matthias' drive-through penalty.
Yeah. Pickering in 4th, yeah. So Genuine up to 3rd. So we have an amateur team leading the race.
See, this is going to be interesting because a little birdie told me that Otto's got quite a bit of pace. And if Maddie can pull off the first stint, then we should see them all bunch up together again around the amateur car. Because from my previous experience, Robin is just slightly slower than Matthias Punjabi.
Yeah. What about Maki Hoimala? I've never really heard about him, so he gotta be quite new, am I wrong? Or right? Currently in the
Maki
Lyris
Hoimala,
Car? Yeah.
Basically his story is he's active for a while and then you just won't hear from him for a month or two. And then all of a sudden he'll come back and he'll just be insanely fast for his class.
Yeah, currently leading the race, so that's gotta be a good feeling.
Yep. Let's just hope the pressure doesn't get to him, I guess. Which it might do. It'd get to me.
Yeah, we'll see if Friskup's currently catching up by half a second already in this lap. So Friskup's definitely seems to be the quicker one so far. While Pickering again quicker than Friskup's, but yeah, after the drive-through penalty still is quite behind. We'll see in Barbosa, who had the drive-through penalty, is now settled down in 8th place. So yeah, I was wrong about the battle between Core and Scuderia Gas Racing Team, because it was obviously the amateur team of Core who was fighting against them, so I apologize for that. And it seems like Ben Keogh in the Core car has managed to get a gap.
Well, the FZRs of Bert Knops and Kevin Lawyer going on to do their 30th lap this stint. Oh, what am I on about? Never mind, they pitted. That's just a complete fail. I just looked down at the tyres, I was like, oh my god. So the only battle on track I see is Helnick Racing going side by side of ASEX Racing, or ASEX Motorsports I should say. Not enough straight line speed there in the FXR.
Yeah, FXR still ahead though. Ooh, and
Oh,
there's
contact.
Ooh. But here is just still managed to
More
go through. That Hellenic Racing Team just under bumper, but yeah, it's gonna be difficult to pass into Erouge. Rouge.
Ooh.
And Paris has to give some space to Perez.
Perez left side looking a little hot at the moment, to say the least.
We have now Capal approaching Gaspar. Savage versus Scuderia Gas Racing Team.
So here we see Maki Homler faster than Robin Friskups for this lap. Otto faster than Robin. And Matthias going quicker. This is going to be an interesting stint.
Yeah. We'll see if Matthias can catch up to those up front. Maybe we'll have a four-way battle if Koskinen is gonna catch up as well. Impressive qualifying by Koskinen. He took pole, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
That's impressive.
It was pretty close between him and Maddie. 300th of a second, if I remember correctly.
That might be correct. Oh, and we have a pass now. It's Capal has gone past Gaspar, who's trying to make a counterattack on the outside, and he's trying to hold on, but Capal is just ahead. Maybe Gaspar is going to make a move. Yeah, he has a slipstream, and he's trying to go around the outside. That's never going to work.
And he has to back off.
Yeah. Think alike. So, how do you think the racing in LFS is going to be this summer? I heard GT2 World Series is coming up. Or am I wrong?
Well, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
We always see a lot more activity during the summer anyway, don't you? So, I'm hoping it'll be good, but I can't guarantee anything.
Yeah, I think
I welcome.
Personally, GT2 World Series, well, yeah, I think it was a really close series, wasn't it? Lots of battles.
The racing's closer for sure. Mighty close to the back of Otto already.
Yeah.
Taking a second out of Otto must have had a big mistake.
Yeah. Gap is now down to 1.7 seconds, even less, 1 second. At 1 point something. 1.7, I think. But we have 4 XRRs in the first 4 spots. And then we have the FZR of Tomchuk. Is XRR the quickest car around this track, or is it more dependent on the drivers?
Well, with the current restrictions, I'd say if you're pushing it to the limits, then yes, it's faster, but it's not an easy one to drive for some people, so I guess the FXR is a better pick for the majority.
Yeah. Pika right now, quite close to Otto. Gap is getting smaller and smaller for every lap. 4 tenths so far, 3 tenths this lap.
And Robin catching up to Maki Homela.
He is indeed 4 tenths so far this lap.
Yeah. Oh, he makes a mistake in the chicane, gets a bit slow on the exit. Well, he gained those 4 tenths just in sector 2 alone because Maki Homela was like 400s faster in the first split, I think. But even with that mistake, he goes faster.
Yeah, and fastest of them all is Matthias. There's no real battles really going on at the moment, except at the front. The gaps are getting smaller and smaller.
You can see Stratiev closing up on who is this? CS Terhes.
Yeah. That's the Infinity Amateur car. Catching up on A6 Motorsport. That's for 15th place. And suddenly, Briscoe is losing like 300s, 900s, 110 to Maki Formula. Not easy with all these names.
Finish, that's what it is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Norwegian names are so much better, yeah?
English names are so much better. No accents, nothing.
And it seems like Koskinen is up his pace as well. Taking 210s on Pickering now. Well, Briscoe did have the better last plate and is still catching up Mackie Heimler. Gap is 2 seconds. So if he catches 3/10 a lap, we'll have a battle in, can't do math, but I guess 5-6 laps.
We have a battle forming in the back, I think, between... Who is this? Kevin Loy. What team is he racing for? Oh, Austin Power's team.
Yeah, Kevin Loy has that nice paint job on his car. Seems like the designer has been very creative, at least with the colors.
Yeah. Yeah, a battle forming between him and Core.
Yeah, Barbosa in Kevin Loy.
And Core Amateur just following them as well.
Yeah. Then Keo. And then Kapal is coming flying.
So Pickerainen taking 0.4 in sector 2 from Otto.
Yeah, the gap is getting really small now. Ooh, and he's right on Otto's bumper. If he has a very good exit off this last corner, he may be able to get the drop.
Oh, who's crashed?
Oh! Briscoe has spun!
Oh! That has made it very interesting. Look at the gap for the amateur car, look at that.
Yeah. And that puts Inex back in 4th place. Puts Otto or Genuine into 2nd and Pickerainen in 3rd. And
that right rear for Friskops is just uncontrollable.
Yes,
he's not going to be able to catch up straight away either. And that's going to spice things up. Few teams having their fair share of bad luck then, it seems.
Oh, and Pickerainen is getting a lot better exit than Otto. And it's already side by side. He's gonna try to make a move around the outside. He's gonna get past before the next corner, which
Yeah,
will
Arto's
allow
gonna
a lot of
understeer.
slipstream, yeah.
But Arto's got to understeer. He's
But
not going to be able
he's
to
not
make it.
getting back on it. He just seems to let Matthias through. Doesn't seem to do anything crazy.
Virus 1 and 2 once again.
Yeah, but with a bigger gap between them now than last time. Gap is 8 seconds from Team Wires and down. 8.5 probably now.
So this battle between ASEX Motorsport and Infinity Sports Amateurs, it's slowly coming together, but I don't think it's going to be here anytime soon unless one makes a mistake. But I'll keep an eye on that for everybody.
That's good. We like action. So we have 21 cars racing this race.
Where is Genuine Racing 2 FZR? Did they just not start the race?
Yeah, I don't think they started. No,
I should get this tracker
sorry.
up.
They're in 6th place.
Genuine Racing 2?
Yep. Back Nubs currently racing. He's quite alone.
Oh,
On the track.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's racing for them. Fail again from me.
Yeah, he has a long way up to Tomchuk. He's the best FZR so far, sitting in 5th. The gap is now 25 seconds between him, and he has a 6 seconds gap down to Green Angus Racing 2 of Kevin Loy, who's followed close by Barbosa. Remember, Barbosa had a drive-through penalty earlier as well.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Chris! I'll save you.
Finally!
I'm only
Hello,
here for an
mate.
hour. I'm not supposed to be helping today. I said I couldn't. So, Wilco, no show. You know, things do happen. He was supposed to get vaccinations in the morning for his big trip to Malawi, so I'm sure he's probably fainted or something. So, what's been
I feel
happening in
this
this
pain.
race then, ladies?
Well, Team Virus lead in 1 and 2 for the majority of the first stint, it seemed. Well, from when I was on anyway. And then Matthias Pickerainen got a drive-through penalty going into the pits, which allowed everybody to pass him.
Yeah, and
And then-
Phoenix was sitting in 2nd by then, but then Robin Friscups made a mistake out of the final corner and spun around, so he's down to 4th, which has allowed the Myers car in P1, the amateur car, to have a quite good lead now, 7 seconds.
Amateur cars are not supposed to lead this. What's going on here?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
Oh, he's very sideways at the top of the hill, though. I did notice a few moments ago that he did actually have a moment on the top of the corkscrew, and he did actually hit the wall. So he is driving a little bit erratically at the moment. He is being caught actually by Pickerainen at around about 0.4 of a second a lap. So Pickerainen is starting to come back at him in the Pro Virus car.
Yeah, he's closing the gap each lap, and Genuine is following quite close behind Pickerainen as well.
Dear God, I just noticed that Green Angus racing skin. Dear Jesus.
Yeah, we already mentioned it. It's creative.
It's happy.
Yeah.
Chris, it reminds me of the Sonic Realms racing skin from I think it was 2010 in a 24-hour.
No, I think it's more. No, that was about not rainbows. What was that again? That was based on something. I can't remember what it was now, but it's just supposed to be
This is
slap on a
100%
load of
hippie.
bright colours and yeah, and a smiley face. And one of
Looks
those
like
signs I
someone-
can never remember which way it goes. Is that the male one?
Looks like someone just let their kid have a little go at Photoshop, and then that's the result.
It reminds you of the TV show Rainbows, where not Rainbows, where it feels like we're going to get Bongo the Bear coming and talking about stringing your instrument or whatever it was in that innuendo video. According to Stu Baker, it's based on Austin Powers, which makes a bit more sense now.
Of who?
Oh yeah, if you read the
For what?
rear wing, yeah baby, yeah. Robin going slow again, so after that little moment in the chicane he's falling back even more.
Yeah. Seems like my tires are a lot quicker than most, but still, Auto also catching up to the wires in the lead car a little bit. So we've seen Inex pretty much dominant for most of the time, and now they're back and forth.
Yeah, I missed the first 40 minutes, I was in bed still.
Yeah,
I did plan to
honestly,
get up and watch Formula 1 qualifying, but that just did not happen at all.
Well, you were still in bed until the start.
Where
No, it
did it?
didn't.
I got up at 7 to watch the qualifying, and I just felt so sick because I was so tired. I just put my head back down and fell back asleep. James had to wake me up actually by ringing me. Oh, Stratiev making a mistake in turn 1, allowing Hellnick Racing to catch up that little bit more, so a little battle coming together here. Seemed he got a bit of understeer.
Yeah.
But then pulling away at the top of the Eau Rouge, so... Oh,
like-
on the grass.
yeah, and that's
Hellenic
allowed
Racing making
first
the pass.
country, yeah, Hellenic up to the 15, yeah, 16, in fact.
15th position on track, yeah. And
Yeah.
that would be...
16.
I'm trying to work out what it would be in class.
Oh yeah, it's because we have
10th in
Racing who's been disconnected or something in the beginning, so they're up in 12, so they're not counting on us remote.
Top 4 all filed out nicely now.
Indeed, it appears the virus amateur car started to calm down a little bit after his fun and games at the top of the hill for a few laps. 31.86, he does second split. Pikarainen comes to the split line now. Oh, 31.45, this is a bit of a charging lap from the Virus Pro car. Genuine Racing and Inex being left behind by 2 Virus cars today. Sean, you must be very proud at this stage with 10.5 hours to go, so touching wood and all that at this stage. Did forget it was a 12-hour race for a second there.
Indeed. Well, you know as well as anybody, anything can happen, so...
Yeah, it's a long race, so... But it's a good start. And it's always
I'm just waiting for the show of Isaac Price. Everyone knows what his pace is like.
Yeah. Isaac has been stunning the last year or two. But we're hearing that Isaac may not race today, so that'll spice things up. And we have a battle soon going on. Kapow is closing in on Ben Keogh for 3rd place in the amateur class. He's actually very close already. But he doesn't have the draft quite yet.
And also in 14th and 15th you have 55 of A6 Motorsports and Helnick Racing coming close as well. Something good coming out after this Eau Rouge. Pez a bit slow.
And you also have Frank Cinchetti for Sonic Realms Racing. He's now going to make a pass on around the outside of Sarka. Ooh, and Sarka had a little moment, I think.
He's going for the dive.
He's going for the dive. Yeah.
He's not going to get that stop, surely. Oh, he does. Cinchetti goes for the cutback. They both go wide, side by side. That was interesting driving.
Still side by side, but Frank Cinchetti has to back out.
So the
Still
other
very close,
Austin Powers team car.
Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, contact into the right-hander there. The Green Angus Racing a little bit wide in the fast left-hander. The Sonic Realms car you'd think will be waiting around to try and get the... Oh no, he's decided to drive around the backside to lose grip.
Ooh,
And behind him you have Helnick coming up on the back of Siesta. He's on A6 Motorsports. And the same happened there with the slipstream, but he seems to be in it again.
Yeah, the FXR of course can just power its way through. No real draft issues through that corner for it because it's a big bust thing. Is he going to go for the dive bomb into the second gear right-hander?
Yeah,
he will.
He will, but he's going to go to the outside.
That's going to make it harder. Ooh,
Not for the
he's trying
bus.
to hold it on though. He's done it.
Should have the inside for the chicane, which should work out, which is going to allow Infinity behind him to catch up, I imagine.
Great move by Purse though, going around the outside.
It's a three-way battle here.
Done it. Yeah, none in the drop though, or is it? Perez is catching up with Purse, but is it gonna be quick enough? I don't think so. No.
See what turn one's like. Oh, Tay's having a bit of a bit of a moment, to say the least.
And Australia is coming quite close as well.
So Chris, would you like to run through positions?
Say that again.
Do you want to run through the positions?
Involves me opening tracker, hang on. Team Virus amateur lead from Team Virus
Stratia
Pro.
spin, sorry to interrupt you. But in the freeway battle, Stratia just spun. And now lost a lot of time to the two guys ahead.
Yes, that's just the top of the hill there. Maybe got a bit too close and ran wide. Anyway, positions. Team Virus Amateur lead from Team Virus Pro with Genuine Racing in third, Inex Racing fourth, Conquest Racing Pro are in fifth position ahead of Genuine Racing in the second Pro car, seventh Green Angus Racing in the Austin Powers themed skin, 8th Core Racing Pro ahead of Core Racing Amateur in 9th, and Savage Sim Sports 1 completing top 10. Scuderia Gas are in 11th with Team Rock Racing in 12th, Green Angus Racing are 13th with Sonic Realms Racing in 14th, Hellenic Racing are 15th ahead of Asex Motorsports with Infinity Amateur, who we've just seen spinning, in 17th ahead of Stig Breeding Program, Merida Racing Team, Last Night Motorsports Bus, and bring up the rear Savage Sim Sports number 2.
I think you forgot about Team Rock Racing.
They're currently sitting in 12. Oh, yeah, 12. Had some issues at the start of the race.
Yeah, what happened there, Tommy?
From what I heard, Casper got a black screen, so he had to disconnect or something and connect it again, which means he lost quite a lot of time. So they qualified in P6, and it happened at the start or something. I haven't really, yeah, I'm not really following it up too close. I'm a busy man, you know. But yeah, hardware issues.
So it seems like Green Angus won have pulled away from Sonic Realms Amateur.
Yeah.
And Hellenic away from A6, so there's really nothing going on track.
No, it's quite, yeah, quite all cars are quite separated at the moment. I guess Sonic Realms is the closest car on track to who is it? Green Angus Racing, and you also have Team Rock Racing catching up on Scuderia Gas Racing Team for 11th place.
No, Scuderia Gas are a lap ahead, I believe, or is that just on track?
That's just on track, I guess.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I think, yeah, according to the tracker, Team Rock Racing is in 12th.
So I was wrong for a third time. Chris didn't forget about Team Rock Racing. I'm just being an idiot. Maybe I should stop.
Sure, might change the habit of a lifetime.
Thanks, Chris.
No problem.
Seems like Frank is, no, he's not, because he's just made a mistake and he's on the grass. Just managed to keep the car on track. Well, not on track, but not spinning. In control, I guess. Yeah, that mistake from Frank has put him just a bit further behind again. Otherwise, it's still quite spread out. Picarino has catched a lot of seconds on Neki Heimela. The gap was at the largest was 8.5 seconds, and now it's down to 3.7. So we may be able to see some fighting at the end of this stint.
I believe the closest battle on track would be between Savage Simsports 1 and Core Racing Amateur, which is 2.5 seconds gap.
Yeah. Capel is catching up to Benkil.
PB for Stig Breeding Program Driver. I don't know how to say that second name, although it's only 4 letters long. I just say Rax, put it that way.
Guess that works.
So everybody, like top 4 tyres, or top 4 teams tyres should I say, are all in similar condition. I wonder if anyone will change their strategy.
And it looks like
Oh, Stig Breeding Program Amateur got a flat front right tyre. Oh, that must have been a hell of a flat spot maybe, I don't know. But that's only 1 hour 45 into the race, we could see some problems here.
yeah, that's Rosh.
It's going to be one slow chicane.
Seems to do alright though.
I've just been informed that they were off sequence about an hour ago. Thank you, Phil.
Right. Yeah, they pitted. Yeah, about an hour ago. Because of a flat rear.
So we see Maddie back in the
right
70s with a 17.93, Otto with a 18.22, and Inex slower again for the second lap in a row I've seen with an 18.5. Not the usual Inex we see.
No, it's not. But can they fight back?
I imagine they can.
Yeah, but there's no worries for them though. They just need to finish 13th or better to win the championship title. But I assume they want to win the race as well. Would been a nice way to finish the championship for Inex. Even though I'm sure winning the championship is gonna be good enough. But yeah, no better way to celebrate the championship than winning the last race.
Well, the Virus, we knew it was a long shot to go for the title with Inex not making many mistakes this season. So I can't see them falling to 13th, so I think we're going to just go and settle for second place overall.
Yeah, that's not bad though. It's a good job. Inex has been dominant. They've just been so stable, consistent, and always been there.
I don't know if anyone's noted, but Virus is still yet to take a win in any major series, like GT2 World Series, GT1 World Series,